Hello and welcome to episode 26 of On the Dawntrail. This is my live Final Fantasy XIV MSQ guide and playthrough, where I had previously just finished Heavensward and now moving into the patch quests for Heavensward 3.1. As goes light, so goes darkness. Without further ado, let's just jump into it. An uncertain future. Fortuitous timing as always, Furious. Tataru was about to brief me on the search for our missing comrades. If you'd be so kind, then. Absolutely. You'll be pleased to hear that Riol and his men have been making excellent progress. You remember how Flemin helped me to escape the Crystal Braves and Limsa Lominsa, only to then disappear? Well, according to Riol, she crept aboard a ship bound for Razat Han, where she's been hiding ever since. He assures me that it won't be long before we're reunited. As for Ida and Papalimo, the remains of their link pearls have been found, and in Pearl Lane of all places. Riol thinks they may have disposed of them after escaping from the Royal Promenade. Yes, that would make sense. They could not risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers. Goddamn. We're all but certain they fled the city shortly after, but we still don't have a clue where they went. I see. And what of Thancred and Philia? I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two. But it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is, we've enlisted the services of a Sharlayan scholar, one of the students of Baldessian, to aid in the search, who should be arriving any day now. One of the students, you say? I should very much like to meet this scholar, if time permits. But first, we must attend to a more pressing matter. Sir Emmerich has summoned the two of us for a private audience. The messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, Furious, I suggest we proceed to the congregation forthwith. And mayhap we can meet with the scholar afterwards. Agreed. In that case, I think I'll return to the Forgotten Night for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone too long, you know.
Let's do it. It hath been a while.
Vortomp mana. Alright, here we go. We're going to speak with Emmerich. It has been nearly a month since I last streamed, holidays and everything. But now that Dawntrail truly is on the horizon, it's 2024, coming out this summer. Gotta get back into the swing of things. I have less than probably 6 months to finish Stormblood, Shadowbringers, and Endwalker. We got this.
The Lord Commander is within. Pray, proceed, sir.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities. I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited. Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence? After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed. I only wish the people agreed. that some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number questioned our methods.
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the Broom. Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order, but such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Shrine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Annex Shrine? You would speak with Vidofnir, then?
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard. Were she still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor? Thank you, my friends. Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
To Annex Shrine, then. To speak with more dragons.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens. Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength. Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph. As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
Arr, Nidhogg yet lives. I guess to recap, I should have mentioned, I, the Warrior of Light, took down Thordan, but in the process, I retrieved the other eye from Nidhogg from Thordan's sword. Estinian picked it up and he went all goofy and turned it into Nidhogg. So, you know, we still got problems on our side. Lucia! I know little of the lands these dragons call home, this Annex Shrine. Had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect. I confess I myself once shuddered at the thought of it. Yet even the longest journey begins with the first step, does it not? Ah, but ere we set forth, Furious and I must needs inform our comrade of our plans. Very well. I shall see to my preparations. Then let us go, and bid farewell to Tataru, Furious. Let me just turn it. There he goes. Alright, Tataru. Where are you? Hiya! Tataru. Cutscene? Nope, no cutscene.
So, what was your secret meeting all about? I'm all ears. A diplomatic mission to annex Shrine, you say? Well, I suppose that does take precedence. But should your meeting with Vidofnir happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Ishtola in Idleshare. She'll be there to receive your guests. Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important and everything, but this scholar just happens to be... Time permitting, as I said. We shall endeavor to join Ishtola, but if we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Let us be off, Furious. We have kept the first commander waiting long enough.
Who is this scholar? Apparently very important. Everyone's dialogue keeps getting cut off. Let's do this, Lucia. You are ready then? Good. So am I. An uncertain future. Urchin loaf sounds pretty good. Where to, off you know? Breaking the cycle. The path is long but known to us. From Falcon's Nest, we shall cross the Western Highlands and make for Tailfeather in the Dravanian Forelands. There we can stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the stables await. Lucky for me, I can just teleport. I can just... There you go. Hey, there it is, though. Forget walking. Good luck, Alfino and Lucia. I can also fly! How was that journey, huh? I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon Dravanian soil would be at the head of an army. And here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting Ysael to our cause, I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands. Men, women, children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in common cause. At our side, she fought in service to that greater good, even unto her dying breath. And while it does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask much, Master Afino. Yet who can say what might come to pass, should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes, of course. We must press on to Annex Shrine, if you will still follow me. To Annex Shrine, where there's a teleportation! One thing that makes the doing the patch quests so much faster is that you already have flying, and you already have all these Aetherites. You literally just go where you need to go and call it a day. Oh, jeez. What the heck would I get up there? Unless you're like me and you have no idea how to navigate these places. There we go. Dragon coming through. Excuse me. Nope, there. Probably an entrance from the outside, but you know. We all gotta take the rough time. Here we go. Vidofnir! Cutscene, gotta be. I knew it.
No!
Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Ise. But this one I do not know. I think Vidofnir is a female.
Pray, forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidofnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidofnir. I am come as an envoy of Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See.
Indeed. You may speak, knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war. But now we know the truth. That King Thordan and his knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Ratatoskr, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth. A truth which was at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Izael. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people were able to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Izael once did, and we must make that dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more, before the eyes of my people, in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Gnath grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Ha! Fear not, knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within thy lifetime. So soon? My humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith. Until we meet again. Well, I guess I gotta go deal with the Gnath, huh? Oh. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I am surprised the proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. Ah, but you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Sharlayan. We hope to welcome a scholar who has agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that I have no doubt, Master Alphino. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. Bye, Lucia. Breaking the cycle. Yes. Alright, Alphino. To Sharlayan. Ooh, oh, that's who it is. Another time, another place. So, it would seem we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she is privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Y'shtola in Italshire. This is quite fitting. We get introduced to this scholar, and this scholar makes a very big appearance, or a big deal in Dawntrail. By the way, Japan Fan Fest just ended, or I mean it's going on right now actually, but the keynote ended a couple days ago, and with a lot of new features and things, and holy Y'shtola. Ah, Furious. It is good to see you. I confess, I had assumed your business in Annex Shrine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vinafir go well? As well as can be expected. She must discuss Sir Amrek's proposal with Hrosvega, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. God dang it. What of our Sharlayan guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on Front Bridge. We should be on our way. Alphino. At last. Friends. Let's do this. Where are you? Show yourself!
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Uh-huh.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Kryle, who has recently come from the Sharlayan motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, sir. And who is that I spy but young Alpha No Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
We, Miss Kryle and I met at the studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryle.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking.
Get wrecked off, you know?
Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Then what are you waiting for?
Relax, buddy.
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
To Matoya's cave. Blah. The Crystal Eye. As I was saying, Kryle. Kryle becomes the new job that was just revealed there in Dawntrail, the Pictomancer. And now I have my choice of what I want to main for when Dawntrail comes out. I was playing with the idea of doing one of the new jobs for this new expansion. Before, I'd always done something that I had previously leveled. Actually, Endwalker was the first expansion that I played as it was released, and I decided to go with Summoner on the off chance that I wanted to switch over and heal during some of the dungeons or whatever. But now that everything is done, everything can basically be done solo with the duty support. I know it's the same way for Endwalker, but there's no need for me to worry about roles and everything, and I should just play something that I think is cool and I'll enjoy going through the story with. So between Pictomancer and Viper, I'm not entirely sure. I'm leaning towards Viper, just because, I don't know, that assassin aesthetic, you know what I mean? That's some good stuff, man. But I'll have to try out Pictomancer also. Krile. You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? Alright, Kryle. In the eye of the beholder.
I have heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured they are all true. This way, and have care where you tread. Enter Matoya's cave. Oh, immediate cutscene, let's go.
Oh, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our Order's headquarters and the Isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Kryl, you too possess the Echo.
Well, yes, of course I do. Our Order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the science of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
Oh, I'm waiting, alright. Give me your eye.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, If I have your permission.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you, Master Matoya.
Alright. Let's find Thancred. Whisper
Then
to
let
his
us
soul.
begin. From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
That was easy enough. Gotcha, Thancred. So easy, mate. So easy. I'll go all the way to Tailfeather? Alright. Teleport. There we go. And where are my friends? Let's find this little playboy. Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Kryl. I have already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. Oh yeah, I forgot. Alfino's an artist, see? This is impressive. You drew him from memory. A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. I propose we split into two pairs. Y'shtola and I will inquire at the outlying encampments, while Furious and Kryl question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Loth Astvath and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it. Alfino, you should be the Pictomancer. Oh. My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Anyways, we had best get started. Find me when you finish making your rounds. What better reason to learn drawing? Leopard. Searching for a friend of yours. Let's have a look then. No, ain't seen him around, sorry. That'll take you that long to look at a picture and say no? Come on. Wasting my time, 2024. Oh, Marcy Champ. What's that you got there? A sketch? Can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior. I heard a tale the other day about a Hurian vagabond who brought down a Bannerstatch by himself, and with style. Way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the belle of the bleeding ball. Sound like your man? Aha! That would be him. He do be dancing. Schmoovin' and groovin', as they say. Grimald's gonna have nothing for me, I can already tell. A Hurian man. We're not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? Look at this sketch. Look at it! I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along the river, to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, you see. That, and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. What the heck are you doing with an axe? Thancred Marauder confirmed. Oh, it's so small.
Finished? In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found out.
Let us. And catch up. Thank goodness for flying. Thancred, I'm coming. Rest easy, my friend. Where the heck are you guys? What? Wait. Oh. Oh, okay, okay. I was looking for names. I'll wait for Alfino and Stola to do their thing. Looks like we're waiting a while. Oh, good. We're talking. We're not just standing around awkwardly. That'd be pretty rough.
My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it was wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Hurrian hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chanced to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. So you have heard the same tales? Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind. You are implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market instead. Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the livestream as naked as your name day. It is a scene I shall never forget.
How dare you?
Is it now? Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, no? Quite right, Quile. Quite right, Quile. Quite right. Say that 6 times. Quite right, Quile. Quite right.
In the Isle of the Beholder. Alfino will be peeping on naked Y'shtola. A little slow, a little late.
Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Loth Astvath. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone. Come along.
Oh my gosh, this guy. Who died and made him king, am I right? Vath storyteller, huh? Great.
Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Loth Astvath. What do you seek this day? We seek a man with whom we are told you may have had certain dealings.
Nice drawing.
How curious. The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey. No, he is not prey, but a friend long missing. Good. He is a friend to the Vath as well, one with whom we have traded many times. Truly? And you are quite certain it was this man? There is no doubt. The fleshling clothed in skins came to us from Sam-Al, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh. So skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them.
And where is he now? Gone to Lath Asknath, not long ago, when he heard that one mine had summoned our god once more. Ravana has returned. Vidofnir did say that the Nath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Thancred's a Chad, bro. He's gonna take him down by himself. Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice. I'm not gonna say click, click. I'm just gonna click my tongue. Alright, Giga Chad, Thancred. I know you think you're all cool and stuff, but I don't think you can take down Ravana by yourself. Unless you don't even have your gunbreaker stuff yet. Good luck tanking him as a frickin'... Is he a ninja? Rogue slash ninja. Not the best idea. I always thought those little blue crystals look like fingers. Like little fingers poking out, you know what I mean? Little hands. Oh, we're gonna find Thancred right here? That'd be nice. Alright, I haven't done combat in quite a while. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Yep, just click on the shiny buttons. Not too difficult. Yeah. Excuse me. Let's do it. Show me Thancred. Ooh, look at me. Slayer of Nath. Hey, thanks for the help, guys.
Who else could be? Thancred! It could be Thancred! We must hurry!
Thancred be blowing up stuff? Dang. Oh no, cringe!
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever!
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not! So you are the warrior of light, the savior of Eorzea. It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
Oh, you messed up by going after me. Okay, cool guy. Okay.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt, but so be it. Mark well our faces, warrior of light, for we are the warriors of darkness, walkers of a different path, and we shall meet again.
Cowards.
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
Thancred! Are you all right?
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Good idea. Let's get the heck out of here. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot about this whole Warrior of Darkness mini arc that happens in the post quest for Heaven's Ward. Oh, immediate cutscene. My boy.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our parting? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
Oh, Thancred. You
If
silly...
nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the altogether. Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides. Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke?
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement. From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, It would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed Warriors of Darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the Warrior of Light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
But what does it mean? A little slow, a little late. Well, at least we got Thancred back. I remember the first time, the jarringness of changing voice actors, and then I didn't like his new look. Honestly, the big thing about me is like, I don't like that his facial hair, man. Give me my good old, nice clean-shaven Thancred. Everything else is not too bad, but honestly, I want that hairstyle too. Come on. Alright, Alphino. Dreams of the Lost. Blessed with the power of the Echo and driven to put down Primals. Despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventurers, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Ida and Papalimo met Furious. Ah, the memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had a distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers has been traveling the land, slaying primals without our knowledge. It would imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us not. There is far too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely, that Lord Ivana is no more. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Emmerich's invitation. Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony has given me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia is missing. I thought she escaped with Furious. I shall explain that on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Oh no! Oh no! Except I can teleport to Vidofnir, right? That would be fantastic. Oh, or, get this, they're gonna plop me right in front of her. Awesome. Let's see if I can get there from the outside. Please. Please? Is there an opening? Aha! Alright, cool. Vidofnir, where are you? Nope, you're not Vidofnir. Am I too high? Still too high. I must needs go down one. Where the heck is the staircase at? Oh, there's no staircase. Oh, yeah, there's. There we go. Vidofnir. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ivana, who had been summoned by the Noth, has again been laid low. Truly. Once more you mortals have succeeded where mine own kind did fall. Fail, you have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit. The god fell by another's hand. Another? Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter. I have tidings for thee as well. regarding the Ishgardian's invitation. As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years have I mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot, until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth she wrapped herself in a dream. Yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed, and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe. Such is the folly and the glory of man, and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light.
Then you accept Sir Amaric's invitation?
Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people.
We are honored to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay. It is happening, Izael. Would that you were here to see it. Uh-oh. Rain in Ishgard?
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another. Honorable men, to whom Sir Emeric was no hero, but a scheming patricide. Honorable men, who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honorable men, whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
How dare you? Things don't stop here in Ishgard. Oh, all the way foundation. Alright, well, gotta go help Emeric, obviously. Honorable men. Doko. Oh yeah, Thancred's first time in Ishgard. Must be nice.
Right. Let us not keep Sir Emeric waiting. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well. Forgive me. You have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and the Dravanians, and our friends nowhere to be found. It seemed there is no end to our troubles. We can face them head on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted tasks and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you, as they found me. In time, we will find Ida and Papalimo and Minfilia as well. These troubles will soon but be a memory, one which we will look back on together. There we go. Pray do not misunderstand. I do not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt that we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will. So then, to the congregation.
Don't worry, Thancred. You are indeed a main character. But now, until Dawntrail happens and the quote-unquote Scions are split or divided, then I'm putting you in the friggin' dirt. Gunblade and all. Speak with Lucia. Okay, Lucia, what say ye? Hilda's here too. Oh, that's he. You have returned. In this at least the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofnir has accepted Sir Amaric's invitation. She has! These are glad tidings indeed. Oh. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Aye, sleeping off a knife to the gut. What? What happened? Will he live? The Chirurgeons tell me he will make a full recovery, but had Lord Edmund and Lord Artorial not been on hand when the assassin struck, he could not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been dousing the fires, but for every one we put out, it seems like 2 or more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. 'Tis plain these fires were started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Then let us be about it. Dreams at last finished. There's a coup happening. Rebellion. Against the dying of the light. The flames are spreading. We must need to begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Mayhap there's a pattern. If there is, we have yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city, in both the Fillers and Foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it best to divide our forces. Master Alfino and Mistress Sistola, I would have you take charge of the investigation in Foundation. As you wish. Mayhap Tataru can be of assistance as well. Meaning Furious and me get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogues thinking of pose over there be joining us? Yabe. Thancred, of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you, my lady. I'll bet. The name's Hilda. A scion, eh? And there I was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. I will remain here to coordinate the fire-quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That is all. Me and Thancred and Hilda against the world. While we could begin by sifting through charred rubble and questioning random passersby, in my experience, every town has at least one individual who could be counted on to know things he or she should not. Oh, aye. The infamous Lord Emmanuel de Fortin, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Furious. He'll be at the Crozier most like, making an effort to be seen. So let's go and see him. We'll do it. A man Elaine that is a... Grizzled I will accept, but old? Ugh. That's funny. Now he says he's not old, but give it 2 more expansions, he completely accepts the title and wears it with pride. Alright, where in the pillars I have to go? I need to go to the Crozier. Jeweled Crozier. Grizzled I will accept, but old. Ah. That's better. Emanuelaine, you jerk. Well, if it isn't Furious, dearest of all my friends. You're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old boy? Ah, yes, the arsons. Dreadful business that. And awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it at all. Naturally, we've doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames, after all. Oh, in case you were wondering why the Hoplon is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been opened to those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Amaric's orders, from what I hear. Remarkable man. Not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from doing his duties. Actually, old boy, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees,
I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hoplon. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. Wait a moment. I know what this is. You're giving me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old boy. I will have you know my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Ah, very well. If it will help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I had hoped for. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the Hoplon, Furious, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and instead left shivering in your small clothes. I'll do my duty in the Hoplon Cathedral. So, Cathedral. Cathedral. Let's question some Ishgardians. What secrets they hold. Vault Priest, okay. You old... Oh, cutscene for this one, alright. Come, my brothers and sisters. There is food and shelter enough for all in the Basilica. Alone's blessings be upon you, Father. I confess we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop and Sir Emmerich and the Devonians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, sir? So, the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on far too long. Would that I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell. May the Fury guide your steps. Suspicious. Melee. There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere. It was so hot, I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm's getting better after all. Man with a satchel, you say? Unruffled refugee. Ours was one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard our neighbors shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we'd do. So the church is helping the refugees. Suppose that's good. I was gonna jump down. Hiya! Ah, there you are. Anything to share? We will require more than the muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we are to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Ramanod's Cathedral, and another near the Tribunal. For a mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the fierce grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the two occasions when their target was a bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. Uh-oh, it was the church. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to wonder. Alphino will doubtless have an opinion. Oh no. Self-inflicted by the church. Is that what you're insinuating, Slankrid? All the way over there, bro? Come on. Okay, let's go down to the broom. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Wow.
I have to look for Alfino? Are you kidding me, bro? Okay. Oh, there you are. Thank goodness. Oh, wow. They captured someone. What the? Okay. Silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, Furious. I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words. He did not. So, we insisted.
Let me go, damn it! You've got the wrong man!
My, but you reek of oil. And are those burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose. But tell me, does arson pay well?
I'm a victim, you imbecile! Look at me!
Aye, that you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how this pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you. But then these highborn types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you rabid and begged us to put you down.
That's bollocks! He's the one that told me to keep going!
A confession?
Even a sinner as such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I'd left it behind, tried to, with all my heart. Said my prayers every day, like a good man. But he came to me. He came to me!
And there you have it. Hilda, would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, as long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. That was incredible, Thancred. But how did you know he would confess? Well, I've seen his like before. A troubled soul, manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I cannot be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. And if our captive had called your bluff, must we entertain hypotheticals? The world is the world as it is vexing enough. Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at last confirmed that these arsonists were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed.
That dang congregation.
This doesn't take me anywhere, does it? Ah! Guess we're going up. Oh, I could talk to Thancred and Tara right now. They're probably saying their hellos at long last. But no, I must continue with the MSQ. Go, Furious, go! Here we are. On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak. Though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not returned his master, he will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another.
Pardon the intrusion, First Commander.
Ah, Lord Artoriel, are you come to see your father? He is attending Sir Amric in his chambers at present.
I am. He bid me bring this salve.
Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord.
In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more.
My Lord Artoriel did not seem to be in best of spirits. 'Tis little wonder, Master Alfino. His father is widely slandered, and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. Ooh! Aw, nothing for me.
I only want the aiming gear. None of this fending and slaying. Disgusting.
As light goes, so goes darkness. As goes light, so goes dark. Hey, this is the last quest of the patch. Nice.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Agreed.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Far too many to count.
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you. Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond. They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Ridiculous! Do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets. I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Of course.
We are in your debt.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Dawntrail. To arms, then, friends. Time is against us.
Artoriel. I've been saying his name wrong this entire time. I like Artoriel better. Artoriel. Finally some battle. Let me put some people in the dirt, please. Please. Oops. Alright, where am I going? To the pillars! Bring it on. Jewel Cozier? Yeah, Jewel. Rendezvous with my peeps. I don't know why we're way over here, but okay. Artoriel. Think we'd finally get some action also. Lucky him. Solo duty. Listen well. We will enter the Basilica silently via this gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held within. The numbers and readiness of the true brothers of the faith are unknown.
I am told one claimed to have served under Thornton VII. Might the same be true of the rest? Given the swiftness with which they seized control of the vault, I think it highly likely, yes. Which means that they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us. Be that as it may, we have no choice but to press on. Lord Artorel, you are a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honor if you chose not to risk your life in this endeavor. Are you certain you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Emmerich. My arm will not falter. My shield will not break. Alone as my witness, we will bring these fanatics to justice. Well said, my lord. Friends, follow me.
Let's do it.
Rescue the hostages. Ooh! 'Twould seem our presence yet goes unnoticed. Come, we must secure the entrance. Remember, saving the hostages takes precedence over all else. Mind your attacks and subdue them quickly.
What am I doing here? Can I do this? Oh no, I can't do anything. Okay. Yes.
I don't want to die.
Nay! Fear not, my friend.
Can I help you? Oh, okay, Emmerich has to do it.
Are you injured?
Bless you.
Right.
You must hurry. The others were taken elsewhere by Sir Simonord.
Sir Simonord. So this is indeed the work of the Archbishop's former servants. On your guard. They've sounded the alarm.
I will hold the entrance and look after this one. Now go.
Too easy.
I'll take the vanguard. As the warrior of light, it's the least I can do. Secure the hostages, Furious. Leave the others to us.
Go think. Well, okay, I'll do it. Whatever. Hey, don't be attacking that guy, man. Bad idea. Yes. I'll just make sure that hostage is okay. Weird that they'd not keep all the hostages in one spot, you know. They're kind of just like scattershotting them.
Go, Emmerich. Save that hostage. It's over now.
Is it over? They took the others somewhere. It all happened so quickly.
There they are. Let none escape.
You done messed up, kiddo.
Two of you? Against me?
Come on.
Keep going. I will hold them here.
Not alone, you won't.
Furious, stay with Sir Emmerich and Lord Artorel.
This way, Furious. To the choir.
You underestimate me.
Isn't he wounded? Dang. Emmerich's a BA, bro. Stab wound in his freaking stomach, he still comes out and fights. Come. Ooh, this ain't good.
Sir Simonard, lay down your arms and release the hostages, and you will be shown mercy. I give you my word. Ha! The word of a heretic and kinslayer. I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights. We shall show the hostages the same mercy he showed the Archbishop.
Dude, I killed like 900 of those things earlier. Alright, your funeral, guy.
Unlike you, Sir Emmerich, I am a man of honor. By my hand you shall receive of the Fury's judgment. So it is to be a trial then. Lord Artorial, Furious, leave us and save the hostages. I will deal with Sir Simonard.
That's smart, I guess.
O alone, render us your judgment. Raise up the righteous and cast down the wicked. Come then, let us see who the Fury favors.
What am I doing?
Sir Emmerich is still wounded, Furious. If we don't move quickly, he will surely fail.
Where do I go? Up here? Where are the other hostages? Oh, I see, okay. I didn't get to go this way last time. Whoa! Leave that guy alone! Sheesh! Almost let a hostage die. That is lost. No! Okay.
There must be others nearby. But where?
I don't know. Over there! Is he fighting?
Traitor! Kinslayer! At what sorcery do you stand? Enough! All of you attack!
Dun 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 dun. What the heck? Where are the hostages? Oh. Oh god. I'm gonna fail this because I don't know where the freaking hostages are.
Ah, there you are.
That must be where they are.
Yes. Fear not. The Warrior of Light has come.
Oh jeez, he's not too hot. I got you, buddy.
Sir Emmerich's strength is almost spent, Furious. We must go to his aid at once.
Wait, gotta save this hostage. I'm sorry. I didn't know where they were. Okay. Come on. Ah, Emmerich! You're less than 50! Go!
I see no others nearby. Come, Furious. Sir Emmerich needs our help.
Yes, he does. Sprint! Oh my god! Wait, there's one more hostage though. Is Emmerich the hostage? Come on. I'm coming!
Well done. Well, let us finish this, sir, before the eyes of God and men.
Yes, please. Let me draw aggro.
This knight does not yield!
Oh my god. Please don't die. Okay, these guys seem... Okay, that guy's attacking me. Good. Yeah, baby! Oh yeah, now you're done for. Too easy.
One day, I swear, you will...
The final refugee. Lucky you.
Fury be praised.
He took Melly. You must hurry.
The priest took Mally upstairs when he saw you kill his men.
Have no fear, child. We will save your friend.
There's more, eh?
Where is he? Where is he?
Where's Harvey?
Holy smokes.
Come no closer!
You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
Oh my god.
What? But I...
Vidafne!
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment?
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
Thou art welcome, child.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee. I bear a message from my sire.
From Freysfelder?
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing. This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause. I share your desire for a lasting peace with the Jovanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own. I see much of Horsefort in you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Lord Edmund.
Man, that's deep. Another day is a sign of seventh dawn. This has been a day of surprises, has it not? 'Tis but a pity Vidofnir could not stay longer. Yes, I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. Well timed scarcely does it justice, but one moment later would have been a moment too late. Let us pray that the Ishgardians who yet harbor doubts will take these events to heart and accept the truth of Sir Emmerich's words. Well, it is only meet that I inform Tataru of what has occurred here. If you have need of me, I shall be at Forton Manor. Allow me to accompany you. Tataru would never forgive me if I left her for the Rising Stones without saying goodbye. A moment, Furious. I wish a word. Tell me, does Thancred seem quite well to you? He held his own in the vault. He got on well with Hilda. I'm not sure how to put it into words, but he got on well with Hilda. Of that I have no doubt. His time in the wilderness did not deprive him of his charm, but that is neither here nor there. What concerns me is his etheric flow, which I fear has been irreparably disrupted. As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate ether has been compromised. Simply put, Thancred may no longer be able to wield magics. I would do much to explain why he chose to remain within the wilderness instead of seeking us out. he would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional methods of travel, significantly prolonging his journey. And when he learned that a nearby beast tribe was making preparations to summon a primal, it may well have seemed more sensible to wait. But this is still little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray, speak no word of it. Uh-oh. Right then. I should be on my way. Quarrel may have charmed Master Matoya for now, but who can say for how long they will last? Oh no, Thancred. First, Y'shtola can't see, and now Thancred can't use magics. No! Welcome, Master Cable. Shall I show you inside the manor? Yes. Yes, please. Alfino.
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
A shield, my lord?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours, long overdue. But there is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room. My father will soon step down as head of our house. Sir Emmerich was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Surely there must be another way to convince Houses Durandare and Zemail.
So I said to him. Alas, he will not budge. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count?
A knight lives to serve, or silence. Silence!
But then I thought of my brother. A knight lives to serve, to aid those in need.
Hey.
When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way. You were a brother to Haurchefant. Will you be a brother to me as well?
My brother.
Come, Manalaine. There's much to be done. For father, and for Sir Emmerich, and for Ishgard.
Why is he pouting?
To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. Be it for weal, or be it for woe.
From the Memoirs of Count Edmond de Fortemps, Heavensward, as light goes, so goes darkness. The narration's so crisp, man. If only I could do it myself, you know what I mean? Ooh, a shield. Ooh, and wind up horse of home. I am a bard, so I'll get the aiming coffer. Is there more? There's more. This is thy proof. The Giron Oracles, Apocrypha. It is a truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning, and of the path we have been set upon. Who is this? Oh, Elidibus. Let me change this up. Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. The Garleans are no exception, nor the Triad. You know what must be done. Yurianche's evil. Yeah, I know these two. Well? Everyone has their orders. The masks will attack as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. I fear it will be bloody. By Rauger, it had better be. We cannot stay here forever, Ida. We have other responsibilities. I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them. Every one. They live! The gang's getting back together. So it goes. And there it is. That is patch 3.1. As goes light, so does darkness. The first patch after Heavensward finally completed. And let's see. There's a couple things I need to do. Blue Starlight. Okay. So before I left on holiday, which is way back in the beginning of September, I picked up the Starlight quest, which is this Blue Starlight. It's an event quest, but alas, the event is over. So I'm going to miss out on all these cool rewards, which are these. Oh, look at them. Oh, well, I'm a Vera, so you can't see, but you can dress up as the good holiday Santa outfit. I get to miss out on that. There's no way for me to complete it now, so unfortunately I have to abandon this Blue Starlight quest. The good news is that there's a new event quest, Heaven's Turn, which I could pick up if I ever am in a lull. But for now, I think I'm going to stop here. Just completed patch 3.1. This is On the Dawntrail, my MSQ guide and playthrough. Thank you everyone who decided to tune in, wherever you may be. Good morning, good night, and everything in between. Until next time, see ya!